Hey, sister, let me talk to you real quick. Come here, little sis. I got you. Come here, real quick. Watch that truck. Come here real quick. You doing all right? I see your head hanging low. Come here real quick, sis. I got to ask you a question. I see your head hanging kind of low. You all right?
It's bright outside.
Huh?
It's bright outside.
Okay, cool. So it's not hanging low because you're sad. Right outside. What's your name? Jada. I'm Yakub. It's nice to meet you. How old are you, Jada? About 17? You 20. Okay, yeah. So all right, cool. All right, good. Jada, I want to ask you a question. Were you born here in Dallas?
No.
Where were you born?
Chicago.
You were born in Chi-Town. Yeah. South or west?
Nah, suburb.
You was in the suburb.
Yeah.
All right, cool. You was outside of it all.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, in Chicago, you took history class in school, I'm sure, right? In history class, did they teach you about the American Revolution?
Yeah.
You learned how America gained its independence?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you learn about the Spanish-American War when the Spaniards came and fought with America? That was before the Spanish. That was before the
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. Did they teach you any history about Chicago? No?
I was in a white neighborhood.
You was in a white neighborhood.
Yeah, I stayed in the suburbs.
So then they never taught you anything about who you are, your history, or none of that, right? Cool. So was your neighborhood so white that they did not tell you what your race is? Or did you ever learn what your race is?
No.
No? So if you went to fill out a job application right now, you know, on that application they ask, what is your race?
African American or black.
Cool. So then you were taught your race.
Right.
African American black, right? All right, I'm gonna show you something. This sign, what race is it? This plastic sign, what race is that?
I mean, I would say my first thought says black, but I mean.
So it has this sign has a bloodline?
No.
So understand what I'm asking you. Because your bloodline is your race, right?
Yeah.
So what race is this sign?
It don't matter.
What color is it?
It's black.
What race did you say you are?
Black and African.
Wow. So how could you be the same as this sign? Because black is a color. I asked you your race. There's a difference in race and color. But in America, they have never taught us who we are according to the Bible. Do you believe in the Bible? It's okay, say no. That breath says you don't believe it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Why don't you believe in the Bible?
I mean, I was never really taught about the Bible.
Okay, cool. So you don't know anything about the Bible?
I mean,
Tell me the little bit that you might know about the Bible. What little bit would you say you know about it? Tell me the little bit that you know about the Bible, sis.
like nothing.
Nothing. Very good. That's where we're going to go. All right, so watch this. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3 again. So what I'm going to do real quick, because I know you were on the move, I'm going to show you your race in the Bible. Because the Bible is a book that was only given to a particular people on earth. It was not given to everybody on earth. All right? Isaiah 1 and 3.
Isaiah 1 verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
So an ox is a dumb animal. You know what an ox is, right? You use it to plow fields. And an ass is a donkey, right? It says both of those dumb animals. The ox knoweth what?
Knoweth his owner.
So an ox know who owns him, meaning who his master is, right? Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the ass knows where he comes from. He knows his home, right? Now, the one thing that you were taught in school is that black people were brought to America on slave ships. You agree with that, right? So, what is our homeland? Okay, good. So, notice, you got two animals that know who their master is and know where they come from, right? Read.
But Israel,
But the Israelites, the people on this sign, these 12 tribes. Now, I want you to look on this sign. Based on what your father would call himself, which one would he identify with? Judah, American black. So guess what? That means that you are whatever your father is. So your tribe would be the tribe of Judah, and your race would be Israel.
Right.
You are from the nation of Israel. But we're going to show you how. Read from the top again.
The ox knoweth his owner,
The ox knows his owner.
and the ass his master's crib.
He knows where it comes from.
But Israel
The Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans,
doth not know.
you hear that, sis? But the Israelites don't know who their master is. The Israelites are the people on earth that won't know where they come from.
What?
Right? Because through slavery, we were scattered to the four corners of the earth, right? And our names was changed, and we was always just treated as slaves, correct? All right, read.
My people doth not consider.
So now the Bible said that we don't even consider, just like you. You walked up, you don't even consider that you're the children of God, right? So why don't we consider that we are Israel? Give me back to Jeremiah. We're going to go back through this circle. Because something happened to the children of Israel. Matter of fact, give me Deuteronomy 28. Now, I want you to see on that flyer that you have, on the front. What do you see on the front of it? Deuteronomy 28. The truth about slavery, right? Yes. And how do we get to America again? How did the so-called blacks get to America? On slave ships, right? Cool. Watch this. Read that.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So, little sis, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing?
A bad.
It's a bad thing, right? So did you hear what it said? God said that there's a group of people who he told, if you don't keep my commandments and do them, that I'm going to put curses on you. And you said a curse is a bad thing, right? So let's see one of them curses. Now go to 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord
and God
shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Pause. So now, you've heard of Egypt. Egypt is where? You're not sure? Africa. All right? The Bible says that God is going to bring the children of Israel as a punishment or a curse into Egypt again. Right? The word Egypt goes back to a Greek word, Egyptos, which means bondage. Right? It means that the children of Israel would go into slavery again. Now, give me Exodus 5 and 6 and 5. Exodus 6 and 5. Because the children of Israel, when they were in Egypt, lived a certain lifestyle. They were placed under a certain lifestyle or condition. Read that.
Exodus 6, verse 5.
Now watch this right here.
And I have heard, and I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel.
So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. He said, I heard their groaning. Read.
Whom the Egyptians keep in bondage.
Keep in bondage. So what were these Israelites to the Egyptians? They were slaves to the Egyptians. Now give me 20 and 2. So let's see what Egypt means. So the children of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, were held in bondage or as slaves in Egypt. Let's see what Egypt means.
Exodus 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
So he said, I am your God, and I brought y'all out of Egypt. Read.
Out of the house of bondage.
What did he call Egypt, sis?
The house of bondage.
The house of bondage. Another word for bondage, you said, is slavery, right? Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee,
shall bring the Israelites, black, Hispanics, Native Americans,
into Egypt.
Into what? What does Egypt mean? Slavery.
Again.
How?
With ships.
How did he say they were going into slavery? On ships. Did he say the Chinese man? Did he say the Arab man? Did he say the Japanese man? Did he say the East Indian man? He said the Israelites would go into slavery on slave ships. Who went into slavery on slave ships? So-called blacks, the Hispanics, and Native Americans all went into slavery. Because in 1492, when the Spaniards came over here, they began to take them and gather them up and ship them back across to Europe and to Spain. And they turned them into slaves over there. And then they began to bring them back over as taskmasters, speaking their language, living their lifestyle. The Native Americans, they took them up to Canada. They cut their hair off They changed their name from Little Bighorn and Running Bear and all of that. They named it John Smith and Jason Thompson. Taught them English, and they taught them all American history and brought them back down amongst their people and made them rulers over their people. They basically whitewashed the brains of their people. Do you understand? So what happened to us? We went into slavery on ships. God said this is a curse against the children of Israel. Keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So exactly how he said it would happen. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And God said that the way that he said it would happen, that we would not see our homeland, Africa, again. Right? But we also would never see Egypt, the physical Egypt, again. Because you got many people that'll try to twist it and say that he's talking about going into physical Egypt. No. We didn't have, look, Cairo, Egypt is here. Israel is here. We could walk in and out of Egypt.
Right.
You understand? But I don't want to take you too deep because I said you said you didn't learn a lot of that history.
Right.
So I ask you again, in the suburbs, did they love you? Did they treat you? No. Because they understand according to the Bible that everything on earth was given to you, sis.
Right.
You understand? When they steal your entire heritage and then never say, hey, this is you, then that means they hate you.
Right.
But they did it in the most subtle way possible. They just tricked your brain into believing that you were equal to them. But they never taught you this, Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Because you felt like you were equal to them in the suburbs. You said no racism happened to you, nothing vile really happened to you, right? Watch this. Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So Moses is talking to the children of Israel. He said, you children of Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are a holy people, meaning a separate people to God. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He did what?
Hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So God said that these so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans are both chosen and special to him and holy. Were you ever taught that you were special? That you were holy? That you were chosen? They never loved you, sis. Don't be fooled. They were your enemies. Right. Keep reading.
Above.
Where?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Now listen, sis. Let me ask you a question. You heard what it just said. Where did God say the children of Israel are in conjunction to all other races on earth? What does above mean? Higher than or better than.
That's right.
Is that equality? So guess what God is, sis? God is a racist. God has one race of people that he chose, that he separated and placed above all people on the face of the earth.
Right.
And where are we reading this from, sis? We reading this from the Bible.
Right.
So guess why they never taught the Bible like this to you? Because they never wanted you to know that they are the enemy and that you're the child of God.
Right.
God gave the entire word, the entire earth, and all the promises that he ever made only to the children of Israel.
That's right.
But there's something else that he gave us. All right? Dig into that. But now, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what race are they? Israelites. And what are each one of these called? Tribe. So these are your people. Now, we're scattered to the four corners of the earth, as you see here at the bottom. So when you go into Africa, when you go into even Iran and Iraq, when you go into Europe, when you go into Russia, when you go into India, all of these places, we've been scattered through slavery to the four corners of the earth and bought and sold by our enemies. You understand? So we look different. Yes, sir. So we look different, but we're all the same bloodline.
Right.
All right? But watch this. Read this. No. Give me, real quick, give me Romans. So I'm going to show you this. Now, let me show you. So remember, in Deuteronomy 28:15, read that again real quick. So why did it happen to us, sis? Why did we go into slavery? Let me read it for you.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God warned us that if the Israelites, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, did not listen to his word, the Bible is the voice of God. All right? Read.
To observe.
To observe.
To do.
And to do them. Meaning we have to live by them. Read.
All his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that are these curses.
All these what?
These curses.
What again, sis? Curses
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So how do we lose our heritage again? We wasn't following the commandments, so we lost our heritage as a curse. Right. You understand? So that means, how do we get back to our heritage then? If we lost it by not following them and we want it back, what must we do? We must follow it. Right? Okay, cool. So let me show you this. Deuteronomy. I'll give you one thing that you can do, sis, to help you out, okay? Deuteronomy 22.
Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. The woman,
which you are, you're 20 years old, you're a young woman,
shall not
Did he
wear.
say they shall wear? What did he say?
Shall not wear.
What does that mean? Should not wear. Read.
That which pertaineth unto a man.
The word pertain means belongs. So a woman should not wear whatever belongs to a man. Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Now what is a woman's garment? Skirts and dresses that come to your calf muscles at least, right? Because that makes it modest. Right now, no man should see all of your thighs. I'll tell you why. You got a lot of perverts out here, and they like long legs. They're going to be eyeballing you, and you can mess around and get snatched up, all your melanin taken off of you and sold, and you be somewhere in a different country with horrible stuff happening. But the first thing to know is the short pants that you have on were only given to men. So if we went into slavery because we broke the commandments of God and we want to come out of this condition, that means we must go back to keeping the commandments, right? So that means, what should you wear in order to be in order with God? Skirts and dresses. That's what would make you beautiful. You understand that? All right, well, sis, we got to go. But I wanted you to know that. So before you walk away, your race is what? You are an Israelite from which tribe? All praises. All right.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.